Imagine this, a former Prime Minister, once one of the most powerful women in South Asia, now living in exile. Her old cases reopened, her allies arrested, and then, in a shocking moment, the International Crimes Tribunal declared the biggest political verdict in Bangladesh's history. Sheikh Hasina sentenced to death. But here's the real story. This isn't just Bangladesh's crisis. This could change India's borders and India's security too. Because today, Bangladesh is asking questions that the whole world should be asking. Why was Sheikh Hasina sentenced now? Who gains most from her fall? What does this mean for the interim government? And most importantly, what does this mean for India? Let's understand this whole issue out in this episode of The Precise. To understand the verdict, you need to understand the woman behind it. Who is Sheikh Hasina? A two-time survivor of assassination attempts, the daughter of Bangladesh's founding father, and for nearly 15 years, the most dominant political force in the country. Under her leadership, Bangladesh became one of the fastest growing economies in Asia. But her critics accused her of growing increasingly authoritarian. Then came July and August of 2024, the turning point. Student led protests erupted across the country. The government hit down hard, lives were lost, and suddenly Hasina's grip on power began to crumble. She, within months, left the country, running into exile and leaving a political vacuum behind. On November 17, 2025, everything changed. Bangladesh's International Crimes Tribunal ICT1 reopened cases linked to the 2024 crackdown. Hasina was summoned, but since she was already in exile, she did not appear in the court. And in her absence, the ICT gave its verdict: guilty on 3 counts of crimes against humanity, sentence death. For her supporters, this was a politically motivated judgment. For her critics, this was justice long overdue. And for the interim government, it was the biggest legal moment in Bangladesh's modern history. But for India, it was a geopolitical earthquake. After Hasina's fall, Bangladesh did not collapse, but it did reset. A caretaker interim government led by Nobel laureate Dr. Muhammad Yunus took the charge. His mission: stabilize the country, build the trust, and prepare for elections. But there is one problem. Removing Hasina was easy, replacing Hasina is not. Her party is in disarray, opposition groups sense an opportunity, Islamist group sense a political opening, China sees a strategic opening, and India sees risk, a lot of it. To the outside world, it may look like Bangladesh's domestic politics. But India knows better. Because under Sheikh Hasina, cross border terrorism dropped significantly. Northeast insurgent groups were forced out of Bangladesh. Illegal migration slowed, and China's influence on Dhaka was kept on check. And this wasn't accidental, this was a deliberate policy. Now that Hasina is gone, India faces three urgent questions. First, who will control Bangladesh next? Will it be a democratic alliance, or a radical leaning alliance, or a China backed bloc? Second, will India's security gains disappear? Third, will Beijing fill in the vacuum? Because China has been waiting years for such a moment when Bangladesh remains more dependent on foreign support. And this verdict may have given them the opening. Bangladesh is entering a dangerous phase. A political icon sentenced to death, a fragile interim government, a region watching closely in this tension, and a superpower rivalry unfolding in the background. But for Hasina, the legal battle is not over yet. Her supporters are regrouping, and her return, whether in politics or through international pressure, cannot be ruled out. But one thing is certain, this is no longer just about Sheikh Hasina anymore. This is about the future of South Asia. In the next few months, Bangladesh will decide who leads it, which superpower influences it, whether extremism rises or falls, and how stable India's eastern border would be for the next decade. Hasina's fall is not the end of a story, it's the start of a new geopolitical chapter. And every major power, India, China, US, knows it. Whether this will end in stability or chaos is the question that will shape this region. So that's it for today. I hope you guys liked the video. If you enjoy watching our content, please do subscribe to the channel because we are going to break down geopolitics and economics in a way that makes sense for all of us. See you in the next one. Till then, stay happy, stay diplomatic. This is Dev this side signing off. Peace.